Good evening, John Walk here, Lone Star Christian Sports Network. We're joined here by Coach Wade Whites, the athletic director and head football coach at Fort Worth Lake Country Christian. We were talking a little bit on our earlier attempt is that, again, you're getting the opportunity to do color commentary on the TAPS TV broadcast. Share with us a little. You're sharing with your brother.
Yes.
Works for ESPN, and so you've had a chance to at least see some of what you're getting into.
Yes. I've done a little sideline reporting for him, but of course that's just coach talk on the sideline. That's pretty easy. So it's a little more difficult, and but really enjoying it. Got to see some great games, and it's fun to get to talk to the coaches during the week and get information and prepare myself to hopefully do a good job.
Well, I think one of the things in listening last night is that you referenced about having played against Coach Levorn at First Baptist Academy.
Yes, sir.
And to me, that was really interesting to hear, knowing the background of both of you all and your programs and that to hear that kind of discussion. I think it shared well.
Yes, sir. Well, great. I'm excited for that. I'm very happy for Jason. He's put a really good program together, and he's had a lot of success. So, good for him and good for First Baptist.
And then, of course, you had the ball game last night between Holy Cross and Dallas Christian. And Holy Cross has been, rolling all year long. You had that great non-district matchup with First Baptist Academy, and they played Antonian in the first week of the year. So they played. It's a TAPS Division I program.
Right.
But you can never count out a Mike Wheeler coach football team.
That's absolutely true. Yeah, Mike does a good job, and even talking to Mike going into it, he was like, "Man, they're just really good. They're really good." I said, "Coach, they're really good, but you've been here a little bit, and so you have that experience. Your kids have had that experience as well, and honestly, they also had that, the history of being here and all that stuff, and they didn't want to be the team to break the streak, and that's never fun. You want to do that, so." They fought hard. They played really well, and really, their quarterback did a great job. Both quarterbacks did a great job, but that was really the difference.
And that turned out to be they're only the third team now. Parrish has won 5 in a row.
Right.
Coach Walksmith at St. Paul had won 4.
Right.
And now
right.
Mike is it's only the third time in TAPS's 47-year history that 3 teams now have won 4 or more consecutively.
Right.
It's just very impressive.
Yeah, no, very impressive.
What did you think? I mean, obviously you've seen being a coach in the community but the play of Luke Carney.
Luke Carney is a great player. I mean, he really is. It's not one of those things that it's just, he's a great TAPS player or whatever. Mm-hmm. Luke could play anywhere. And, I'm excited to see him have the opportunity to go play at Syracuse. And, it's funny, I was saying on the broadcast that, if Syracuse sees the film of him playing defensive back, they may change their mind and put him at defensive back. He really had a great game playing defensive back as well.
I think I had seen him. I had seen a semifinal game out in Bangs 2 years ago against Lubbock Trinity, and they had that ball game pretty much in hand. It was, matter of fact, it was Coach Spiller's last game at Lubbock Trinity in the playoffs. So I think he played defensive back in that ball game.
Right.
But no, just an exceptional athlete.
Absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit about what's going on at Lake Country Christian.
Yes, sir.
You all have been just kind of a bellwether, smaller school program.
Yes,
you all do, I think, a lot of things extremely well throughout your entire athletic department.
Yes, sir.
And that shows in, the game today is social media.
Yes, sir.
And you all have been a very consistent projection of your school image in that, both from Facebook and Twitter and everything, but just let's just talk a little bit about everything that's going on at Lake Country.
Absolutely. Lenina Nickerson handles our social media stuff, and she does a really great job. Make sure that we get it, our names out there, and our kids get credit for doing a lot of different things. And it's a way now that these kids are able to just keep up with everything that's going on throughout the TAPS community, and also it's just bringing attention to the TAPS community and private school community. And honestly, as a former college coach, it gives you the opportunity to see kids in a different light, and it helps in the recruiting process. And honestly, that's part of what I'm doing now at Lake Country Christian School, is helping our athletes get recruited for college, as well as just being the director of athletics and raising funds and stuff like that for the school.
How has the change in the landscape affected what you're doing as kind of a recruiting coordinator, if you will?
Right.
Because obviously it sounds like it's made it more challenging.
A little bit more challenging, but it's fun. It's all in. If you are not moving forward, you're standing still. If you're standing still, you're getting worse. So that's one of those things that we want to make sure that we're always at the cutting edge of athletics and really pushing hard to give our students the best opportunity to be successful, not only at school, but academically and everything in athletics as well.
What kind of football? How did football season go for you? Obviously, we were talking a little bit before. You
Sure.
wish you're out there coaching instead of being up here in
Yeah,
the box.
for
but
sure.
talk about season from this year.
Season went really well. We had a great senior class. We had 10 kids, 10 seniors that really had a great year. We had one young man that had a bout with injuries. He got hurt actually in 7-on-7. He tore his hamstring and tried to come back early and had a little setback, but then finally got back and he really made a difference for us. His name is Troy Thompson. Great tailback, great athlete. We were excited to get him back. And then another senior that helped lead us was Everett Pitts, and then also big tight end Cage Barrett, who did a super job for us. And we got to the regional championship game and ran up against Holy Cross. It was very exciting when we got the ball first and drove right down and scored right away and said, all right, here we go.
Right.
And then it didn't actually go as great as I wanted it to go the rest of the game. But, our kids, we led for almost the whole first quarter, so that was cool. But Coach Harrison does a great job, and he had a great group of kids, led by Gibby Alvarado, and he did a super job for them as well. And I was happy to see them be successful.
Yeah, I think I was looking for scores, and I caught the tail end of that broadcast. I heard Tim and everything, and he talked about, we led for a little bit,
Right.
Came out and scored, scored first and everything. But
Yeah.
still, hearing him, you could sense the excitement about what you all were able to accomplish
Yes, sir.
and go up against a quality program
Yeah.
like Holy Cross.
Absolutely. And the future's bright. I mean, I'm super excited about our underclassmen. My son will be a senior, so I'm not really looking forward to all of that. It was nice to be able to have him on our team and coach him. I'm not really ready to be an empty nester, to be honest with you, but
it's okay.
Yeah,
I've been there for a while.
Right. But super excited about these guys. They have already turned the page and are already working towards next year, and that's super exciting. Part of the deal that we've done as well is brought in some strength and conditioning coaches. That's their main thing. That's what they do. And one of their names is who we actually named the athletic director of operations, William Robb. He was a young man from Midland Christian, played at Midland Christian, went back and coached at Midland Christian after he had done a coaching stint at Texas Tech. And so we're super excited. We have college coaches or coaches with college coaching experience doing what they're doing. So it's really something we feel like is going to help our kids.
You all, from an enrollment standpoint, have seemed to kind of stay steady over the years. So is that a decision from a facility standpoint? Is that just, how many young people you want to handle?
Sure.
I've been out to your place one time. It's been a while. It was for a
Yes, sir.
basketball tournament.
Yep,
I need to come see a
I remember
football
that.
game there.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys did a great job with that tournament
Thank
too.
you.
I mean,
Thank you.
I remember that very vividly.
I-
But you all never seem to like move around in enrollment too much. So I was just
Right. Well, we've actually grown almost 100 students every year for the last 4 years. So that's a positive thing. Now that doesn't include
but that's K through 12.
That's yes, pre-K
Okay.
through 12,
Okay.
pre-K through 12. But with that you have senior graduation, and we do have about a 93% retention deal with our students, and that's pretty big.
Yes.
And we're pretty excited about that. So, but really, our goal is to really get about 800 students and kind of cap it off at that. We like that number. It kind of helps it stay at a family type of deal, and that's really what we want to be. That's who we are. That's kind of where we're heading. So I really feel like that's great. We've got a lot of great things going with the school. We purchased the land across the street, which is 70 acres, which, that's pretty exciting before it's all said and done. And I'm in a capital campaign right now,
That's okay.
trying to raise money as well. And if anybody wants to, I'm just kidding. But anyway, to where we'll end up owning 110 acres right there in the middle of, Eagle Mountain, Saginaw, which I feel like is a really great thing for our school.
Well, fantastic. Before we let you go, Parish and Liberty. I
Yeah.
mean, they faced each other once
Yes.
already. I mean, Parish has never lost a state championship game here.
Right.
You know, I mean, the job that Coach Witten has done, you know, kind of turning the program around
Yes, sir.
again. What do you think?
Well, I tell you, I think it's going to be a great game. And so far we've talked about, oh, there's going to be offensive explosion, this, that, and the other, but defenses have really showed up this whole weekend, and you know, I feel like it's going to be a battle. Really, two great quarterbacks going against each other, two great coaches going against each other. We're super excited about you know, the outcome and all that good stuff. But it should be a great show, really should. And I think the rain is going away, so a little cool weather, but no wetness and all that good
Hey,
stuff. So I
since
think
you're
it's gonna
playing
be
in
awesome.
December, you
Yeah,
know,
that's just
you
part of
want
it,
it to be
right?
a little chilly, right?
Well, yeah, most of the time, I guess.
Well, it's been our pleasure. This is, again, Coach Wade White's the athletic director and the head football coach at Fort Worth Lake Country Christian. Coach, thank you so much for taking time.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Yep, enjoyed visiting with you.